So this video is going to be about 3 common mistakes that I see a lot of coaches, course creators making that get them sent to spam or to the promotions tab. If you rely on email marketing for a lot of your sales, then getting sent to spam can just single-handedly kill your business, right? You can see your revenue go from 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month to 0 if all your emails start hitting spam. Even if you start going to the promotions tab, it can cost you 20 to 50% of your revenue. So it's really important. It's easier to keep your list or keep your email reputation in good standing than it is to fix it if it goes bad. That's not to say that you can't fix it if it goes bad, and I may have a video about that later. But for now, just if you're in good standing, be kind of paranoid about staying in good standing. That doesn't mean that you can't sell. That doesn't mean that you can't do things that make you money. It just means you have to be a little bit careful. And so one of the things that can get you sent to spam is if you're not cleaning your list. So what you want to be doing, email marketing best practices, is to only email people who have opened one of your emails in the past 90 days. And every so often you can kind of check in with the people who have not opened an email in the past 90 days, but generally you want to, 99% of your emails should only be going to people who've opened in the past 90 days. If you're doing a big sale, a big promo, if you're sending a lot of emails at once, you might even want to narrow that down to people who have opened in the past 30 days or even the past 7 days in some cases. And then most ESPs will track this for you. They'll have a tab of, these are the people who are your active subscribers. But some won't do it. So check in and just make sure that you create a dynamic segment of your list that says, these are the people who have engaged with me recently. Mistake number 2 is that you're using a free email. I have some inboxes where I subscribe to a bunch of coaches' mailing lists just to kind of see what they're up to and analyze them. And it's really surprising to me how many people, even like people who have a really strong business and seem to be making a lot of money, they have big followings, they just send their emails from a @gmail.com address. The big thing that Google is going to look at is, are you doing things that a spammer would do? And it's not really worth it if you're a spammer to pay $10 a month for Google Workspace, because you're not going to get that $10 back. So most spammers are going to be using Gmail addresses, and that's why it's really important for you not to use a Gmail address, right? It's $10 a month, and it's going to pay for itself so many times over. So get Google Workspace if you don't have it already. And then number 3 is, if your emails are just hammering people over the head with sales, and you can hammer people over the head with sales, but you kind of have to do it the right way, and you have to do it under the right conditions. If your emails are just sales pitches all the time, that's going to get you in trouble. So there's 2 problems you can run into here. One is you're just using too many salesy words. You're using a lot of words like free and congratulations, and that's gonna look to Google like it's just gonna get flagged by spam filters. If you have the exact same email and you just change a few words in it, then you can, in many cases, get it from going to spam or the promo tab to the main inbox. And in fact, you can kind of test this. Like, you can create a couple different versions of an email and just send test broadcasts. Like before you send the email, just send a test to yourself and to some other people, and see which ones go to spam, see which ones go to promotion, see which ones go to the main inbox. Chances are the main inbox is going to, that's going to be, if you avoid using certain types of language and certain types of words, you're much more likely to go to the main inbox. The second thing that can get you in trouble is if your emails are just all sales and no value. So the way to think about email marketing is, it's content first and sales second, right? Like, if you're watching TV or you're listening to the radio and there's an ad, every now and then you'll tune into the ad because you want to hear the message, but you wouldn't go you wouldn't watch TV if it was just all ads all the time. So you have to treat email the same way you treat Instagram. You have to treat it the same way that you treat just whatever platform you make content on. If all you do is sell an email, then people will stop opening your emails. So it's really, really important to have entertaining emails that people want to read. You can, if you have entertaining emails that people want to read, sending more of them will actually help your deliverability. You can send as many emails as you want. A lot of people in direct response marketing actually send an email every single day, and sometimes more. But the caveat to that is that they're really, really good emails that people want to read.